37 Rust Dog back again with another Transformers review, and this time I'm starting something kind of new, even though it's kind of old at the same time. But this is gonna be my Thursday, what they call Thursday throwback, and I'm going back to the Cybertron series. This is the Transformers Cybertron Scout Class Lugnut. Yeah, I've had him for numerous, I don't know how many years, probably about 10, maybe 12 years. Or whenever they came out, whenever Cybertron came out with their toy line. He does have a Cyber Planet key, but I am not going to activate it because it launches this missile right here, which is supposed to be the tailpipe for the motorcycle. But this is going to be kind of short and quick. I know I've said that numerous times. And of course, they've ended up being like 7 to 15 minutes long. But we're going to get to the transformation. And to transform this guy, first, you're going to take the legs. You're going to start with, actually, you're going to start with the back first. Pop that off. And then we're going to start with the feet, or with the legs. And on mine, I figure he's hard to pop off. I'm going to have to angle this up a little bit so we can see. Then open up the legs. Now, when you open up the legs, you're going to have to pop that off, turn it, and leave it like it is. Then we're going to take the legs, turn them around, and they're going to come out like this. Same thing as the other one. Now, the pain in the butt part, and I have to go get a screwdriver because the feet are hard to pop out. So, with my trusty old screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver that is, we'll pop it right up here, open that up. Same thing over here. Now, if you have long fingernails, it'll work, but you got to be very careful because you can also chip a fingernail. And I'm not trying to say that in a sarcastic way. So, with the legs done, we're going to go back here, pop this open. Whoops. That's another thing you got to be careful. That the arms do tend to pop off, and yep, I just dropped them. You're going to pop them open like that. Now we're going to put this back on. Now with these Scout class figures, they're easy to pop on. And you're going to flip it like that, turn it like this. Now on this, I always have a problem because every time I pop the head out, there's supposed to be a catch. I don't know where it is, but this right here is supposed to lock right in here or secure. And on my figure, it barely even goes in there like that, as we can see. Here, let me get closer so we can kind of, hold on, yep, like that, right here. This right here. Now that he's done, I'm going to stand him up. Now you can fidget with him in order to get him to stand properly. Now, when I bought this figure, I bought him over at, this was a long time ago when I was at around the Clean area, I do believe, or Lawton, I forgot where it was. They had this guy for, this figure was only for $3 at the Dollar General. So I wasn't going to pass him up, because I thought he was actually cool. And then when I watched the Cybertron series, when everybody united against Galvatron, he didn't really have a, he had some main parts in the series, but other than that, he was pretty much like a loner. But in my stop motion project called Crossworlds, I'm already in the season 2, about to work on episode 13 and 14 today. But yeah, I think I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to try to incorporate him into the storyline, because I really want him and Swindle, which is aka Hardtop, as a team, and I want him to be more like a not a renegade, but more like a pretty much he trusts nobody but himself. But at the same time in the series, he's pretty much like a loner. He doesn't like violence. But when you go back to the animated and all those, we find that Lugnut was actually a real badass. But in the Cybertron series, he was pretty much kind of mellowed out, like he didn't really want to go into battle and all that stuff. But other than that, this is my Transformer Cybertron Scout class Lugnut. And before I close, I'm going to zoom in on his face, and then that's when we're going to, and this will pretty much close it out. But until then,